Next up, we come to those aged 40 to 44. The average net worth for this group, including the equity in their home, is about $623,000. When we break it down by percentile, the 25th percentile has $18,500. The median has $127,000. The 75th percentile, $351,000. The 90th percentile, $848,000, and the 99th percentile, almost $8 million. And looking at those age 45 to 49, the average net worth for this group is $761,000. Breaking it down by percentile again, we get the bottom 25th percentile has $19,800. The median, $164,000. The 75th percentile, $452,000. The 90th percentile, $1.3 million. The 99th percentile, $10.5 million. Now let's take out the value of that primary residence and look at net worth. So for those aged 40 to 44, the average net worth for this group, excluding primary residence, is $509,000. Breaking it down by percentile, the 25th percentile has $7,800. The median, or the 50th percentile, $55,000. The 75th percentile, $225,000. The 90th percentile, $648,000. And the 99th percentile, $6.9 million. And for those aged 45 to 49, the average net worth is $605,000. The 25th percentile is $7,800. The median, or that 50 percentile, is $60,000. The 75th percentile, $282,000. The 90th percentile, $1.1 million. And the 99th percentile, $8.3 million. This is the first decade where we really start to see some significant strides in net worth growth. You likely have quite a few working years under your belt, you've had a handful of promotions, so you have better pay. And it's also in their 40s and late 40s when most people start to enter their peak earning years. Of course, there is still great room for growth for many workers, but both men and women tend to enter their peak earning years in their mid to late 40s. It's also in your 40s that you start to feel like you get a handle on life. When you're in your 20s, you're just trying to figure out which direction you want to go. What career do you want to take, or where do you want to live? When you get to your 30s, maybe you're looking at getting married, you're considering a career change because the first one or perhaps even 4 that you tried didn't pan out the way you thought. Maybe you're looking at having kids or buying a home, or all of the above. By the time people turn 40, they generally start to feel like they have a handle on life, or they're closer to having a handle on life. Not only are we starting to see greater growth in net worth, but we're also starting to see greater gaps in those 75th, the 90th, and the 99th percentile when we compare them to the median figures. We also are starting to notice greater gaps when we include someone's value of their primary residence and when we exclude it. For instance, between the ages of 45 and 49, the median net worth, including one's home value, is about $164,000. But if you take out the home, it's only $60,000. Keep in mind, the experts recommend having 3 times your annual income saved up by the time you're 40, 5 times your annual income by the time you're 50 to ensure that you are adequately prepared for retirement. These figures are household figures, so that means the typical person is falling woefully short. If you find yourself in this position, it might be time to get serious about your finances and find ways to boost your net worth. When you're in your 40s, you likely still have a few decades before you reach retirement. It's becoming more and more commonplace for people to work past the age of 70, partly because people are remaining healthier and many choose to continue working, but partly because some people feel like they have to because they rely on that income source. In fact, 45% of 40-year-olds surveyed say they expect to keep working until at least 70. So if you're a little bit late to the money game and decide to kick your wealth building journey into high gear when you're in your 40s, you could still have at least 20 years prior to reaching retirement where your money is put to work. That can allow compounding interest to work its magic.